I'm about to set off on a nice little solo getaway, and guess what? I'm going to be making a little vlog along route, maybe not at this angle because this is a little bit weird, but when I'm thinking about my blogs, when I'm thinking about my vlogs or videos, I don't just think about the camera or cameras I'm going to be taking. I think about the accessories I might need to help the shooting experience easier for me, but more importantly, more interesting and watchable for you as the viewer. And for this vlog, I've decided I'm going to be using the Action 5 Pro, and Smallrig have sent me a bunch of accessories to help along the way, which I'll go through in more detail when we get to the other side. And when I say the other side, I mean the other side, because we are going on a ship. I just want to take in the moment that is this moment. I am on a ship or a boat. I don't know what I'm on. Am I on a boat? Am I on a ship? Are they the same things? I don't know. But the point is, I'm in the middle of the ocean. Oh, am I in the middle of the ocean? Am I in the middle of the sea? I don't know. I don't know these things. But whatever I'm on and wherever I'm at, you cannot tell me that this is not spectacular. Usually I don't spend too much time on the water, I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually in the air, but you know what, something about being here right now in the middle of the ocean with this beautiful surrounding and setting, it's just, I mean, of course you get those moments in the sky when you look out the window and everything, but it's a different type of view. You're just like looking around and you're like, wow, I am floating. And you know what? It always blows my mind. These big ships, these boats, whatever they are, these boats are floating. Right now, we are floating. And you know what makes it even more mad? My car is parked downstairs. In fact, not just my car, cars, loads of cars are parked downstairs, and we're floating. We are gliding. Look at this. We are gliding. Now, it is cold. It is windy. Excuse me, it is icy windy. I can already feel it in my throat, but we're up here. We're at the highest point now. I guess this is the highest point. Oh look, there is the captain's bay cockpit. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it is. Captain is over there. We're over here. Simply, when I left my house, it was like really cloudy, it was dull, it was white, and I was like, oh. And then as I started driving, the sun started to come out, and I was like, yes. And now we're on the ship. And look at this, the sun is setting, it's like golden hour. This is the perfect sailing lighting, I would say, like perfect. Look at it, you've got like the bloom going around the edge. It is perfect. And you know what? I tried to do some fish spotting. I'm not good with the fish. I don't know where they are and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I thought, because we're in the middle of the ocean, my eyes are watering, it's so cold. I thought, because we're in the middle of the ocean, I might see some fish. I don't know if we're too, I don't know about the sharks. I don't know, this is the thing, I don't know. I just thought maybe we'll see like a little fin coming up. I haven't seen any of that. Maybe it's too cold for them, I don't know. But anyway, you know what? It is too cold for me right now up here. It is so cold, but my hands are like, I'm crying, but I'm not crying, it's just like water because it's so cold. Anyway, I can barely speak because my lips can't move, so it's time to go inside. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Of course you can't, because I've turned all the lights off. I'm trying to replicate a situation where you would be out and about vlogging and you don't have control over the lights above you and around you. And right now I could obviously go and switch the lights on, but let's pretend we're out and about and I can't go and switch the lights on. You can put the Action 5 Pro into its low light mode, super night mode, which is good, but let's be honest, it's not the best of the best. So, there is one more accessory in my toolbox, which is an absolute must, especially if you find yourself shooting in low light or no light. Oh, hold on. I said I was going to put these on before I turned it on. Oh. And that accessory is the light. The only light source currently on right now in this moment with me here is coming from this light box. And that's not the best bit. That is, well, this is the lowest setting, as in this is the lowest it can go. And look how bright it is. It only goes up from here. So we go up, 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 and it's at the max. Oh my God, it's like the sun is shining, but it's not. It's nighttime and it's dark, but that is how good and bright this is. My first tip for you though with this light is do not look directly at the light, even on the lowest setting without sunglasses, because if you do, you will be blinking squares for an hour. And of course, you don't get to just control how bright it is, you can control how white it is. So right now, I've got it on a fairly warmish setting. We can go over now and make things a little bit more whiter and cooler. And we can go back down, or down, is it down? No, back up to a bit more of a warmer setting. 2700K to 6500K is your range. And actually, look at that, perfect. I mean, this is a, what is this? This is a beach. So it's good that we've got it on the warmer setting right now whilst we're standing by the beach. It doesn't look like that outside. It's very stormy, dark, wet, cold and all of that. But we can pretend we are at a warm beach with the warm light and the warm picture. When you think of that classic morning vlog shot, what is the shot that you think of? I'll tell you what it is. The let's make coffee shot. And if you're filming that classic coffee shot with the coffee shot with the Action 5 Pro, just like this, you're a little bit limited to the angles you can get. However, if you attach it to a selfie stick, you are able to get more creative shots. For example, top-down bird's eye view shots. I say it in all the videos I do like this, whatever camera I'm using is always attached to a selfie stick. It gives me more flexibility, more control, more options for angles when it is versus when it isn't. So let me take the Action 5 Pro off the selfie stick, and if we go over here, I'll give you a little quick tour handheld. And I'm the type of person that likes to show you what's going on, but then move it back round to me. But you can see when I move it back round to me, because the Action 5 Pro is quite small, my hands get in shot. So let's move it around again. It's not as smooth. And then sometimes I find that I'm holding it just normally like this, and my finger will pop up in the corner of the lens because obviously the lens is so wide. Let's go through here. We won't go through there. That's where I'm staying and it's a little bit messy, but we'll go in here where it's untouched, and you can see when I turn it round, again, it's the hands crossing over the lens. It's all a little bit, But let's say I wanted to put the camera down and show you the bed. I'll put the camera there, again, hands are on the lens, and yeah, this is the bed. But the problem with this angle that I don't like is this thing, this ledge. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit da-da-da, and then you pick the camera back up and your hands cross over the lens. it's not the best. But when the Action 5 Pro is attached to the selfie stick and we do the same tour as we just did, you can see now everything is a lot more smoother, because when I turn the camera to face me and then face away, my hands do not cross over the lens, and there's no risk of my hands crossing over in the corner of the lens when I'm holding it, because I'm not holding it by the camera, I'm holding it by the selfie stick. Again, we won't go in there, but we will go in here. Look at this beautiful room. Look at this beautiful radiator. My hands still haven't crossed over the lens. And again, I want to show you the bed, so I'm going to put it down like that. Much better angle. Look at the bed. Oh my God, it's so bouncy and springy, and yes, but there's no sight of the ledge like there was when the Action 5 Pro wasn't attached to a selfie stick. And then I just simply pick it up, and again, there's no sight of my hands crossing over the lens, because it's attached to a selfie stick. And this one extends all the way out to 95 centimeters to get those high bird shots, and then it folds down to 20, so it can easily fit in your bag. It comes with the screw-on little tripod legs, and inside the box you get the Action camera mount, and you also get a phone mount. The cage is the cage. You've got 3/4 inch screw holes all around it, one at the top for attaching accessories, one at the bottom to attach it to a selfie stick or tripod, one at the side to attach it to a selfie stick or tripod for vertical shooting. You've got a cold shoe mount on the top for lights and mics and other accessories. You have access to the on and off button and the USB-C slot. And like I said, you can connect the selfie stick just by screwing it in the 1/4 inch screw hole, but I don't like doing it like this because it's just stuck in this angle. Whereas if I attach it to the Action camera mount and then attach it via the magnet clip system, you're able to then get some shots where you can, turn it like this and it stays on really well. There's no way that's coming off. And the same applies when you do it to the side, so you've got your vertical shooting. Again, you're able to move the camera angle round as you wish. And with the suction cup mount, let me tell you this, if you're planning on doing car shots, do not just go on Amazon, see the first one that's the cheapest and buy that, because chances are you're gonna have accidents. That's what happened to me. Until I bought my first Smallrig suction cup mount 2 years ago when I went to Iceland, and I was like blown away. I was like, wow, 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 wow. I did so many test runs in London with it, but nothing can prepare you for the Icelandic weather when you get there. But mate, when I tell you that suction cup mount held up so well, like it didn't fall off once. Every time you put it on, you do think in your head, you're like, you're gonna fall off. And it didn't even move, it didn't even move. It held up so well. So all I'm saying is, look, if you're planning on attaching your camera to your car, you don't want it to fall off. And you don't just want to go with a random cheap brand that you'd never heard of before just because it's like £5 cheaper. These are not mega expensive, but it does pay to put a little bit more in versus some of the other cheaper ones that are out there if you don't want to have any accidents. And obviously this is the one I used in this video, as you saw at the beginning, and this is the one I used in Iceland. I'll link both of them below. Both of them are very well put together, and you can adjust the anglings with the little ball head at the bottom there as well, and at the top here as well. And as you can see, both of them have the 1/4 inch screw, so you can attach it to the bottom of whatever camera you want to attach it to. But I'll leave the links down below, like I said, so you can read the specifications of the weight recommendations and all of that. And let there be light. Right, wow, the light is light and bright, let me tell you. Look, I've got the selfie stick, the cage, and the light, the brothers and sisters all together. The light attaches beautifully to the cage via the cold shoe mount, so you will need the cage to attach the light. And the light is super easy to use. You can see you've got this dial at the back. Dial or dial? Dial. You've got this dial at the back, which you can see there's a solid green light on at the moment, which means we're in brightness mode. So just twisting the dial around makes it brighter, and then twisting it back around makes it dimmer. And then if you press on the dial once, you can see that the green light starts to flash. That means we're now in temperature mode. So when you change the dial up or down, look, it gets whiter and warmer. You can't see it that well because it's so sunny over there, but you could see it when I showed you it when I did it in the nighttime when we arrived. But yeah, and then to turn it back into brightness mode, you press it again so the light goes a solid green. You've got your LEDs for your battery indicator. You've got up to 13 hours of battery life, which is pretty cool. And then your on and off switch is literally up there, and you've got a USB-C slot to charge it up there. You've got 3 other cold shoe mounts, 1 on each side and 1 at the top. So if you were setting up a massive rig full of other accessories and lights, well, there you go. And that is, everything I've gone through today will be linked down below. So there's only 2 things left for you to do. Go and get your tools and get out there and shoot.